It has to do with what is actually affirmed. The problem is not with the affirmation. If we listen to our own self-talk, we will see concrete proof that affirmations work. Our self-talk and everyday conversation contain constant affirmations regarding our existing beliefs and attitudes. These affirmations have brought us to where we are right now. They either have allowed us to create what we desire, or have kept us from having what we desire. To truly harness the power of affirmative statements, we must make sure the actual, or true affirmations that are taking effect are the ones we want. Therein lies our major challenge. Unfortunately, most people don't achieve the success they desire with affirmations. Why? Because when they state their affirmation, they are lying to themselves. Not intentionally, mind you, but they are still lying to themselves. The affirmation that they are stating is not the true affirmation. What is really happening is that what they are affirming is in conflict with what they truly believe. So when they say their affirmation, there is usually a subtle, yet powerful competing affirmation that gets tagged on to the end of the stated affirmation. I call these competing affirmations negatags. They are unspoken negative statements that we tag on the end of our affirmations. For example, if you state that I want to lose weight, it is likely to have one or more negatags show up at the end of your affirmation. They might go like this: if I lose the weight, others will expect me to keep it off. If I lose the weight, men will hit on me and expect sex. If I lose the weight, I will have to give up my favorite foods. If I lose the weight, I will have to spend a lot of money for new clothes. The list of negatags is endless. They are not spoken nor articulated, of course, but are subtle and powerful reflections of the existing obstacles for having what you want. Tackling the negatags with persistence, your negatags can eventually be overridden. Once an affirmation is truly installed, it is not easily moved. It becomes a permanent part of your subconscious until you remove it. These negatags or negative affirmations are entrenched in your subconscious and become your consistent thoughts that have become your reality. What you are experiencing in your life right now is a reflection of your existing affirmations that your mind believes it to be true. Existing thoughts and beliefs are not easily removed with a new affirmation. But the good news is that once a new affirmation or consistent thought replaces the old thought, it is just as obstinate as the previous thought or negatag that it replaced. To revert back to where you were would be inconsistent with your newly resident consistent thought. If we listen to our self-talk, we will hear our limits and our negatags. All of these negatags serve as affirmations that keep us right where we are. So, as you can see, affirmations are powerful. We are using them every minute of the day. They shape our lives because they become our consistent thoughts. I am willing to bet that right now you are consulting your current beliefs to agree or disagree with what you have just read. While reading this, have you found yourself saying, "I agree with you, but I still don't think they will work for me"? If so, you are affirming that they will not work for you, which, of course, will be true for you. This is why affirmations are highly reliable, perhaps more reliable than any other tool. The key to making them work is to make sure that the affirmation that you really want is the true affirmation. What happens is that, when we make a statement that is contrary to what we know to be true, our existing belief will speak up and say, "That's not true. Who do you think you are kidding?" This is our negatag. Normally when we use an affirmation, there is a part of us that never loses sight of the fact that what we are saying is really not true. And when this happens, it is easy to negate the entire effect of the affirmation. In order to counteract this, it is important to set up your affirmative statements so that you do not experience resistance, negatags, from your subconscious. The most effective ways to do this is to include the word choose in your affirmative statement. Let's do some examples and you will see how this works. Say out loud to yourself, "I earn $100,000 per year." Now say, "I choose to easily and consistently earn $100,000 per year." Do these statements seem different? Here's another one. Say to yourself, "I am attractive." Now say, "I choose to feel that people find me attractive." Do these statements feel different in any way? Let us try one more. Say to yourself, "I have more prospects, customer or clients, than I can handle." Now say, "I choose to have more prospects, customers or clients than I can handle. Do these statements affect you differently? Looking at the above statements, which one do you find more believable? Which of them creates a feeling of contradiction? Which feels harmonious or truthful when you say it? Which of these statements invokes the message, "Who are you kidding?" More than likely it is the first statement. In general, when you add the word choose to the affirmative statement, it feels more convincing, and is therefore easier to accept and believe. It also eliminates the negative, and therefore has a much stronger and faster effect. Now, just to be certain you fully understand the difference, let's do another example. Say this affirmation to yourself. I have a brand new luxury car. If you happen to have a brand new luxury car, simply change this statement to something else that you do not have. The idea here is to make a statement describing something you would like, but which you do not have at the moment. Now notice how it feels to say this statement, even though at the moment you don't have a brand new luxury car, or whatever else you affirmed that you have but don't have at the moment. Now say to yourself, I choose to have a brand new luxury car. Which of the two statements is more believable to you? Which of them brings forth the negative from your subconscious that says, who are you trying to kid? When you say the first statement, more than likely you have a reservation in the back of your mind. Some part of you seems to be arguing with this statement, producing such thoughts as, there is no way I can afford a new luxury car, or if only that were true, etc. On the other hand, when you add the phrase I choose to the beginning of the statement, notice that you can state it with more conviction, because it is believable to choose to have a new luxury car. Making this statement doesn't stretch your imagination, because you are not stating that you have that new luxury car now, even though on the non-physical or quantum level you do. You are simply stating that you are going to reach for that desirable state by making a personal choice. In other words, when you include I choose in your affirmation, it can make a great deal of difference in the acceptability. The end result is that you have a positive mental conditioning strategy that offers no resistance from your subconscious. This strategy has proven highly successful with all the clients I have worked with in my personal performance coaching. How to create powerful fast-acting affirmations. The following steps are designed to create powerful and fast-acting affirmations. They are critical because they are building blocks that will ensure successful results. Let us take a look at them and see how they can help you to dramatically change and improve your life. 1. Your affirmation must be in the present tense. The reason affirmations must be in the present tense is there is no past or future in the subconscious mind. Even if something has happened in the past, if you replay it in your subconscious, as far as your subconscious is concerned, it is happening all over again, right in the present moment. That's why it is imperative that you don't keep playing your old tapes over and over again. Each time you do that, your subconscious thinks you have experienced the event again. In keeping your affirmations in the present tense, don't use the words, someday, soon or tomorrow. You want to get into the habit of feeling that whatever you are affirming and imaging is taking place right now within your consciousness. Ideas are created into form. This means that if you accept an idea in the present tense, that idea will take form or manifest very rapidly, because you are accepting it in the present tense. It is worthwhile to point out here that our ability to accept what we are affirming and imaging determines how long it will take to manifest or accomplish the end result. Everything works on our acceptance level. By keeping your affirmations in the present tense, you are accepting it in the present tense, and your subconscious will act on it immediately. 2. Your affirmation must state what you want, not what you don't want. Affirmations must emphasize the gain of something, not the loss of something. Do not describe what you are trying to move away from or eliminate. Instead, affirm what you are moving toward. The point is to keep your affirmations and visualizations on what you are striving toward, and not what you are leaving behind or trying to avoid. It has been my experience that many people use reverse affirmations. Instead of affirming what they want, they affirm what they don't want. Your affirmative statement must be something you want, not something you think you should want. For example, if your mother told you that you should be a doctor, is this a should or a want? Unless you want to be a doctor, it is a should. The best way to recognize if your affirmative statement is a should instead of a want is if you lose your enthusiasm for doing your affirmation.